Ciao, buddy. Sorry I kept you out there so long. But I just wanted to make sure that we had somebody out there under control. That's what I used to do to LA, Johnny, and all. You know, everybody else would rest, but they couldn't rest because they had to keep control of the game.
I'm 25 years old, I'm good.
One more. Then your first PBA playoffs.
Yeah.
First PBA series. It's going to be fun. See what happens between Rain or Shine and San Miguel. They still play each other. So someone's going to drop down to us. If it's San Miguel, then we have no quotient. But if it's Rain or Shine, then we'll have quotient.
Welcome to the post-game press conference. I'm joined by our winning coach, Coach Tim Cohn, and our best player of the game, RJ Abarientos. Coach Tim, after your last game, you opened today with a strong start, scoring 36 points versus Phoenix's 24. How important was it to be able to set the tone for this game early on? And what were just some of the conversations you had that fired up Barangay Ginebra?
Well, I don't think I had to fire them up very much because, of the game we came off against San Miguel. We were all disappointed with that game. We're all, basically we're ashamed of that game. So for us to come back, I think we were really motivated to come back and play a better game tonight. But, those are just some of the experiences that we're trying to go through as a team. You go through some really tough times, and that makes you a little tougher. And so I was really pleased with the bounce back tonight. I was worried that might, shake our confidence a little bit, but it didn't. And the guys came out, I thought, really got back to basics, really started to do their thing, and we got control of the game early and kept it the whole way. Had some moments that weren't pretty, but for the most part, we played a solid game tonight.
All right. Now, Coach Tim, with a win, you are assured of the playoff spot. But are there still some things that you hope the team can improve on to become playoffs ready?
Well, we got to figure out how to beat San Miguel after they beat us by 49. That's one of the things. I mean, we're going to have to be better in terms of playoff ready, making sure we're more prepared, every game. This conference has been it's been so quick because the games come so fast, and the recovery time and getting to preparation and refocusing in each game is difficult. And it's pretty much like a playoff run. It's like we do in the playoffs, playing every 2 days or every other day in the playoffs. So I think this is going to prepare all the teams for playing in the playoffs and should make it quite interesting.
All right, thank you, Coach Tim. Now, RJ, we talked about being able to live up to the Abarientos legacy. And today, itong pinakaunang player of the game award mo. And at the same time, nakapasok na rin kayo ng playoffs. How would you describe yung nafe-feel mo sa ngayon?
Siguro ngayon, I'm just doing the right thing. Siguro coming from the bench. Siguro yung energy type of player, yun yung siguro need namin eh. So, for me, kaya ko naman mag-adjust kahit anong bigay sa akin ng coaches, ng teammates ko. So, yun lang yung kailangan kong matutunan din eh. So, yun nga, sabi nyo, papunta kami sa playoffs. Kailangan namin maging deep. Hindi lang sa first five. Siguro from the bench din also. So, for me, yun yung kailangan kong matutunan. Kailangan kong maging 100%, 101% from the bench na maging energy guy from the team. So, yun lang.
RJ, we saw you taking charge up until the last quarter and malaking factor ang ball movement sa panalo ng Barangay Ginebra today. Nakita rin yung unselfishness ng team. So what is it in this team that continuously makes you play this way?
Siguro yung unselfishness ng bawat isa. You can see Justin looking for the ball, but he's not taking shots any on the fourth quarter. He's going for the passes, looking for the other players, Yun yung parang bonus para sa amin. So nagiging malaki yung space para sa mga shooters like me and other players. So Yun nga, sobrang unselfish ng team namin kaya siguro nagiging maganda yung samahan din namin. So yeah, I'm looking forward for the playoffs also na magawa din namin yun.
Thank you, RJ. Now we would like to open the floor to our friends from the media.
And RJ, na-mention na time and time again yung 49-point loss ninyo. Pero since you're the player of the game today, can you just tell me yung emotions mo when the buzzer horned and yung days leading up to today, nasan lang yung mentality mo after absorbing that big of a loss sa San Miguel?
I think para sa amin, sa mga players, we just need to move on after that loss. So para di naman like hindi naman sa sinasabi ko hindi namin sineseryoso yung 49 point loss namin against San Miguel, pero for me we need to move forward lang eh. So kailangan namin kalimutan yung San Miguel. We face Phoenix nga ngayon. So kailangan namin yung game plan namin para sa Phoenix lang ngayon. So yun yung siguro yung maganda sa team namin. So yung samahan, yung like veteran Kuya Ellen, Kuya Scotty, Kuya Japet, yung lagi sinasabi nila after ng game namin na kalimutan tong game na to, back to basic, sabi nga ni Coach Team, back to basic tayo sa practice and then go back to Phoenix. So pakita natin kung ano yung pwede natin pakita.
Coach, a few weeks ago when Scotty was the player of the game, he mentioned something about being a role model to the other guards, and obviously with a 24-5-5 stat line of RJ, he's shown to be that role model for RJ and the other players of Ginebra. What can you say about that role coming into fruition for Scotty?
Well, we're making a kind of a big deal about RJ's first player of the game. It's not going to be his last. He's going to have a lot of these. Right now, I'm just real proud of him because he's really just grabbing hold onto the role of coming off the bench. He started the first couple of games, and then we just got Maverick into the mix, and he was playing well, and so it just kind of evolved that way, and he accepted it and has totally excelled in it. And I like he was saying earlier, he's got veterans in front of him, LA, Scotty, Japeth, their approach to how to recover from a tough loss like that is important. But RJ's not a he's not a rookie in the real sense, and because he's played around, he's been in Korea, he's been in Japan. I mean, he's played high level basketball already, so this is nothing new for him. In fact, he is quickly becoming one of our role models already. He's modeling for the rest of the players as well. So, he plays like a vet. He doesn't play like a young player.
Coach, with the quarterfinals in the bag, you got one game left in the group stage, play NLEX on Sunday, but how will you approach that game knowing that there's the uncertainties as how will you finish the group, who will you face from the other group, and all of those complexities?
Good question. We're always of the philosophy, we go out and try to win every game, doesn't matter whether it's a non-bearing game or it's got bearing, but in this game, everything's going to be bearing because it's going to put you in a position to play the other side. And, generally right now, if you look at the other side, Talking Tex is playing the best, so you certainly don't want to play Talking Tex, and it goes right down that standings. And, so, we want to try to get as high as we can, so we try to play the team that's in the lowest part of the standings on the other side. I mean, that's just logical, but that's something that we need to do. I mean, we really don't control it as much as we'd like to. We just got to go out and win, and then our last game against NLEX on Sunday, and make our record the best it can, and then we'll see who we play. And but I don't doubt this team in the playoffs. I don't doubt a Justin LA Tenorio led team in the playoffs. These guys know how to get themselves ready.
And that sums up our post-game press conference. Thank you and congratulations once again, gentlemen.
Great job, bud.